Okay, here's episode 4, and a lot of eventful things will happen during this episode. This is a AAR, so it's already happened. I already have an idea with what took place from remembering my gameplay. Here we are, we're clearing out the rest of New Jersey. And this time we're invading by land and sea. Thompson's on the run here. I'm bringing a good force of double what they have. I've fought battles against both those already. And Hugh Mercer is definitely somebody I'm glad I can get rid of. He doesn't have the greatest body in the world, but which basically means the number of moves you can do, not what his body looks like. But he is a militia here that is a pest, and we're going to take him out as soon as possible. First thing I'm going to do is corner him here, because when the cannons from the boat comes around, it's going to inflict heavy casualties. I just have to worry about Thompson and Mercer. Morgan and Putnam up there are supporting units, and they're so far away they can play a role at all. I'm going to keep Mercer in his boats the whole time. He's just going to get shot up and blown up. And that helps out a lot too, getting wounded. So he's just going to get cut to shreds. Thompson should retreat here on this turn. Yep. And he doesn't get away, which is good. Now, I will actually sell him back because I don't plan on giving up New Jersey ever again, so he cannot come back. So there's 108 coins for me. I have most of the central, you can see, just upper Pennsylvania is the problem, which will become a real problem later on in this episode. You'll see what happens. And the colonials are going to pull a fast one on me. And more units keep on coming up in Norwich and New York. I'm getting Guy Johnson here. He's probably one of the better rangers definitely to have on hand. On my recruiting spree here, I'm going to try to take even people that probably don't deserve to be recruited with me as well too. We're getting out of here. Heading into Canada. And I'm going to push as many troops as possible up in North Carolina to take over the rest of the state. Again, Florida and Georgia don't have any colonial militia that I know of that could pop up there, but later on I do need to occupy those districts because the Continental Army will occupy them otherwise. I'll take help from Virginia. And those 95 Rangers, those are a lot of good guys to put in the battle. Okay, this is going to be the only hard part of this battle is in the south here against Caswell, which he can actually be a better commander, but the computer doesn't utilize him in this part. Those guys up north, my Rangers can easily take them out, but Clinton and Caswell will be the main battle, and you'll see what happens as it unfolds. Some of these guys are Virginia militia, they got nowhere else to go. This is their last stop, so they're going to fight till the end. Caswell, I believe, is North Carolina militia, though. Yeah, he is. That's good. Because I was worried what was going to happen here, and my guys took him out. McDowell is not. He's North Carolina militia, so he's going to live to fight another day. And the rest of the battle will be between Clinton and Caswell now, which will be over soon. I'm actually doing what the British did at the end of the war in real life by focusing on the southern districts and states. I just do it ahead of time. That way I can just sweep all the way up north. And you're gonna fight to live another day. They're out of money again, it seems. Just one to go. And they're completely out of North Carolina. Turnbull is probably going to be one of the guys that I'm going to have to rely on later on in this game. As well as all these guys in this district too. Yeah, he's not that good. I'll still probably pick him up. Just to have authority over him, but it's no big deal if they take him, honestly. Yeah, take everything over 3 months in the Central. Probably not going to happen. Probably have to move Tyrone out of there. He's got all the money, but he just doesn't have enough body for doing all those authorizations for recruiting. And now we're going to take over the last district of North Carolina. Got some artillery and infantry rolling in. And this will be an easy fight again. Can't remember who the colonial militia is besides Caswell here. We'll find out. Oh, that guy's good actually. If they actually beefed him up, but again, the AI is not doing that. With Caswell and LinkedIn, I use both those in continental campaigns big time. Both these guys are stuck here, so they're going to fight the land. And this battle will be over really soon here. If it's dark, you can't fire artillery unless you're right next to them. And that's a wrap for North Carolina. It's in our hands, but here's the problem. The Continental Army is invading central and western Pennsylvania now. I moved a lot of my guys to the east to take over New Jersey, and all I've got here is a whole bunch of untrained Hessians, and they're going to take advantage of it. I could send all these guys into battle, but they just get slaughtered. So what I'm going to do is basically try to take them out a little bit and run, and just try to flank them from the east. You can see, look, they got a huge advance coming on here from multiple ways up north. And we don't have enough powder or food. We're getting out of here. General Gates can have this victory. And that's okay. I'm not worried. I'm just losing 2 districts though. This is the first one. You can see a whole bunch of European forces are now jumping in to fight the Americans. John Brown's an awful officer. Knox is great when he's got a cannon. see Pulaski's back again with being captured earlier. He's reformed. So they're going to go right into Pittsburgh as well here. I've got nothing to entertain them with, really. So Lord Cornwallis is going to have to do his best to chop him down a little bit, but I don't want him to get captured at the same time. Richard Montgomery, that's a good officer, which I'm going to have to probably just man up and fight him here for a bit and run off. I would go for that artillery up there, but I'm going to get blocked off because of Montgomery in the way. I'll take that, because that is actually a good officer to fight against. Cornwallis is holding his own, considering what he's facing. But we're going to lose Pittsburgh here. And that's okay. I've got a lot of guys on their eastern flank that I can just come right and do a wave on them. I gotta train them up though too, the Hessians. And he gets away, thank God. So you see, I got 4 more districts to go for the Central before I can start my northern campaign. I'm going to start beefing up Maryland and eastern Pennsylvania now. And that's really all we've got for episode 4. So we take over the South, but we lose some in the Central. I'll see you for episode 5 soon.